Do these now or do them when we got the agenda?
Totally up to you.
Totally up to you guys.
Just get them done, pass them.
I still hear the music.
We'll give it to her and then she can tell us if we
Okay, there we are.
top secret ballot.
There you go. Somebody run over to her? She ran over to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Quick.
Thank you.
Oops, it's 9 o'clock. It's time to roll, I guess. Call a meeting to order. I guess consideration and adoption of minutes of the last meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Second.
Moved and seconded, we approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. I guess we got the consent for pyramid structures.
I didn't finish loading the map. Yep. The map needs some time to finish loading, but the first consent is on Hodges Property Management. They're off of 109. They want to add on to their existing building behind it, within 50 feet of the top of the bank of the shook drain. And I think it's available on your packet there.
You're good with it? Did we do this in before?
You did a verbal approval for them in case they started early.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I did that before. Hope you guys vote for this.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve consent for permanent structure for the 636-000A Shook SA for the Hodges permanent structure.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the permanent structure as presented. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Brad Minear.
Okay, this one is in town, in Columbia City, and off of Lincoln Way. Oh, it's taking a long time to load today. And I believe he's adding on to the house and adding on to his concrete patio.
You're good with it?
Yep.
Any questions? Got a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the CFPS for the 543-000A Phillips drain for Brad Minear.
Second.
Moved and seconded, we approve the consent for Brad Minear as presented. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Okay.
You're next. Yeah.
We
We're
have
going
one
right through.
more. Northeastern REMC. And I forget what this one is for.
Just
Fiber or power or something. Boring under the tile along 500 South. Almost to county line.
How deep is that?
They're going 4 foot under, is that what I said?
How deep is that?
I don't know. Do you know?
Not really sure.
So you have to check, you have to dig the tile, or how do you do it? How do you know what's 4 foot under? How's that work?
A lot of times it's kind of a guesstimation. We try to see if there's a catch basin on either side or a standpipe, and we'll go ahead and get the
Sure.
depth just off, usually just off a tape measure or something, and then they'll just make sure they're 4 foot under that.
Yeah.
So did they select like from a list of approved contractors, or how does that? I mean, if they hire some cowboy that doesn't know what he's doing, not that they would.
I don't know. I mean, they're out there and they monitor whoever they have boring it.
I mean, because if we approve it, then we're approving that, right? I mean,
Right. We've questioned these before, like, how do you know for sure? Know for sure.
Well, we don't. Hopefully if they bring up orange pipe or plastic pipe, that they'll let us know, and I mean, that's how they do it on a lot of them. They bore through and they'll watch, and if they bring up something, then they'll dig it up. But
Yeah.
I'm sure we've seen tiles that they've been through. One was right out in front of the Bowen Center. Right, the power line was right underneath the clay tile. But it was happened years ago, so how do you prove that, they did it?
Trick is, you still gotta be careful when you dig the tile up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some
Oh, yeah,
contractors
you
say
can't
they
count
just
on-
soon, the power line was above the tile, that way they knew
Anywhere they get into it.
they knew they were gonna go around it, but
You can't count on it being 4 foot under.
no. Or in a ditch, we've had them underneath a ditch before that they get a NIPSCO line, small line, going to a house or something, right in the middle of nowhere that you get into, so. We hope in good faith it works, I guess, in that
Yeah.
level it is.
Yeah.
Got a motion to effect that.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the CFPS for 461-000B MOWREY J1B for the Northeastern REMC.
Second.
As presented.
Been moved and seconded, we approve the Northeastern REMC's request. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Rob, since you made the motion and you're.
Verify,
I was like,
They kind of went down the road here.
just wanted to tell you that.
That's why we did it.
yeah. I jumped the top one.
Yeah, you guys jumped right on those first two. They're simple.
We got some bids to open next.
Yep. So the first one is the GOBLE 34. Well, we've already opened it. We have the table, so.
So everything's on your staff report with the lowest bidders. And then in your packet is also the spreadsheet, so you can see the bidding amounts.
So we want to start with GOBLE, I guess. And go for the lowest bidder there, which is Mark. I suppose we'll vote on these one at a time. You see them on your spreadsheet.
These people have done work for us before.
Yeah,
Happy with
Sheets just, they did one here down on Washington not too long ago.
Okay. I move we approve the labor quotes for the GOBLE for in-state excavating at 7,900. Nope, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one.
That'll be Eric Sheets.
Yeah, Eric Sheets. I'm on the wrong one. Yeah, Eric Sheets for 78.25.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the GOBLE labor project for Eric Sheets for $78.25. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the Fratco pipe quote for the GOBLE E at $74.39.45.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve Pratco on the tile on that project for $74.39.45. They got right down to the penny, didn't they?
Yeah. After we do the fill.
Any other
We gotta talk
questions?
about the backfill.
I got you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the backfill quote on the GOBLE number 34 AB for Boulder asphalt and paving at $16.
Pea gravel, okay? Is that what we-
So that's what we
That's
kind
what
of,
we had
we were kind of wanting
Oh,
to
I'm sorry.
discuss that a little bit.
Yeah,
Which one?
we talk back and forth on this, huh?
We've been going between pea gravel and number 8s lately. We kind of, unless it's a smaller pipe, decent ground, we'll still maybe use some bank run, but I believe probably on the 18-inch, I think we'll be fine with the pea gravel. I mean, it's probably $4 or so a ton cheaper. Not necessarily looking for the cheapest, but the best for the job, I guess.
Yeah.
I think pea gravel, I mean, if you go to a lot of the other counties, they're using number 8s, but I think, I mean, a lot of people still use pea gravel also.
What's your feelings, Spencer?
I think they're both fine. It all depends on what type of ground you're in. If it's bad ground, you definitely need some kind of non-compactable material. And bank run is compactable, so I would say P-rock or 8s. 8s in bad ground, P-rock if you're in decent ground.
And I
I think
think
it's a
we,
depth thing though, for me. If you're over 6 foot deep to the top of tile, I think you need some kind of snow.
Yeah, sure.
and if we do get in, I think the 8s lock in a little better if we do get in some worse ground. You know, we can always bring in, I think we did that out on the Kaufman. I think we brought in a load of 8s just to support the pipe better.
So you think we should use the 8s?
I think the pea gravel's fine in this situation with the 18 and the depth, and I think we'll be fine. You know, it's the stuff that's collapsed is the stuff that had no backfill on it at all in the past, or it was just backfilled with too much at one time.
So you kind of think we'll go job to job?
I think
How
so.
you- how you wanna,
Yep, on this next one we're gonna do on the 30-inch, I kind of feel, or Brad and I talked about maybe, you know, going with 8s on that one, so I think it's kind of job to job, if that's good with you guys.
I'll second Rob's motion then.
got a motion, second to use Oliver Asphalt and Paving, $16. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Let's move on to the MISHLER.
Mr. Chairman, for the MISHLER drain, go with Fratco for the 1675, is that what we're looking at? Yeah.
We got
Yeah, for a total bid of $27,752.05. And for the MISHLER, for the backfill, Brad Hall Trucking.
we've been doing them one at a time.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that one.
All right, we got a bid of the Fratco for $27,752.05.
I'll second that.
Got a motion and second on the tile. All in favor, say aye.
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 Better move back and do the
Yeah.
excavating.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the in-state excavating at $16,600 for the MISHLER A.
Second.
Got a motion and second to approve the interstate excavating for $16,600. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Now we're down to the stone. Can we say we
That's the one we'd like to
use the eights?
do the 8s on, you.
Okay.
I'll move is there for the MISHLER, the quote from Brad Hall for $22 a ton for the limestone.
Got a motion, got a second.
Second.
Been seconded, moved and seconded to approve Brad Hall for $22. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Vote through them, I guess.
Before we move on, I forgot to pass down the previous meeting minutes for signature, so they're coming too.
We got a meeting scheduled for next year. Jenny, is that you?
Yes. So in your packet is 2025 dates for next year's meetings. Only a couple holidays on the first 2 meetings, which will be on Tuesdays. Everything else will be on the 3rd Monday of the month as normal.
pretty normal.
Move that we adopt this grading board schedule as presented for 2025.
Second.
Moved and seconded, we approve the schedule 2025. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We had two applicants for our board vacancies position. And we had, I guess we all voted. Jenny's a vote counter.
So the one that had the most was Brad Corman.
Okay. And the recommendation was to make somebody told you we need a motion to recommend this to.
Yeah, you do a motion, and then that'll be a recommendation that goes to the
And it's up
county commission.
to the commissioners to
Yeah.
make final approval, one way or the other.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion, a second to approve Brad Cormany as the vacancy. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Engineers report is blank here.
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report. Are you working on the Busco, the engineering on the Busco drain there, and is that the Emery?
We have been working on that, yeah.
Will that be at the next meeting?
Probably, yeah.
Hopefully.
Mhm.
Okay.
I've also been working on stuff for redevelopment commission, so you can blame Mike for that stuff.
Okay. Where you go, Mike?
Yeah, I hear you.
Field work?
We have a request to raise assessment on the Robinette F. Brady Wright is requesting the assessment be raised to allow to do a tile replacement. Went out and looked at it. This, once again, bad shape, multiple suck holes collapsing. I think we would do it in a couple phases. The first phase would, I believe, be 3,300 feet. It's about 125,000. So we'd have to collect roughly 2 or 3 years. So we're currently it's $378 an acre with $10 minimum. There's 376 acres, 33 assessments, 10 minimums, and we're asking to go $40 an acre and 200 minimum.
So we need a motion in that effect.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we have a hearing on the Robinette F 574-000B and advertise the rates at $40 per acre and $20 minimum, or $200 minimum, excuse me.
Second.
Is there probably a name, but it hasn't been presented to
No,
them.
not yet. No, so next time though.
Right, and they can ask. All right, yeah. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
The next will be the SCHOENAUER J. Rodney Sheets is the property owner requesting. He actually wants the Nolt C that runs through his property to be replaced, but then the Nolt actually goes into the SCHOENAUER if you can see on your paperwork. So we want to replace 1,000 foot of 24-inch first on the SCHOENAUER, and then we'll come back to another meeting to try to raise the assessment on the Nolt. But both tiles need replaced. Both of them need assessment raises. So just looking for now to raise it to get that 1,000 foot done. And the SCHOENAUER is undersized for the Nolt, so no reason to replace the Nolt without doing the SCHOENAUER.
Right. Yeah, I'll just start at the bottom.
Yep.
I have a motion for that effect.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
We're gonna
What's the-
raise the rate from 40 to 200, $40 an acre and $200 minimum
Yes.
to help on those drains. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Any other field work?
No. Well, trying to bore across 14 right now down from Stable Acres. It's not going well yet. The same thing, we had a CFPS years ago for the fiber optic to be under our tile. We're probably, I don't know, 13, 14 foot down, haven't found it yet. They've spent 2 days potholing. So.
To find the boring, or find it?
Yeah, the boring guy doesn't want to, it's a transmission line for fiber optics, so he doesn't want to bore until he puts his eyes on it. So far it's been 2 days of that, so once.
There's your
Yeah.
boring
Which-
stuff, Rob.
In which a lot of times they said if they're not sure, they'll dive them way under, so it could be 17, 18, 20 foot there.
So they can't get a good locate on it, or, I mean, usually they give you a decent depth?
They've tried, there's a gas main right there also, and there's overhead wires, and they don't know if they're not getting, it showed another 6 foot. They had their locator down in there looking, and so that was the end of it Friday afternoon. So
How
probably-
deep's the boring under the road then?
it should be probably about 12.5, which, like I said, we
Pretty deep anyway.
think we're good, but like I said, he wants his eyes on it because he doesn't want to hit it. So and as soon as we get that, then we're gonna run through the that's the one that goes through Nearman Pools property there. We've dug some already, so they did have some fill that they put in their property at one point in time, which we haven't found a whole lot. There's been some concrete and stuff, but we haven't really got digging on that side of the road yet.
Getting expensive, man.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know how it works. This is the first boring experience I've had, so I hope that's still in his quote for 2 days of potholing, but.
Where's he come from?
It's Pinpoint. I don't know. I think he's out of Fort Wayne, I think. So
All right. That's about it.
that's about it for me.
Lori, got anything? What do we hear from the audience?
We just wait and see what happens
Okay.
next month.
I guess nobody's got anything. Meeting's adjourned.
What's that?
Meeting's adjourned.
Well, that's a record.
Sure, one getting I've been on.